That we see AI as a very, very powerful force for humanity. We are already seeing it really dramatically power and accelerate scientific discovery. We are also seeing it become a very powerful augmentation for human capability. And we are seeing India at the forefront of using AI to solve real world problems. So what we did was in terms of announcements, we today announced our support for these AI centers of excellence that the government has set up in AI for health, agriculture, sustainable cities, and learning. And we have been, for a long time, we have been supporting fundamental research in academia through things like research grants to faculty, through PhD fellowships. So today we took that to a higher level of providing very substantial gifts to academia to support their research focused on making a real difference to the society with the power of AI. So the way I see it is, already if you start with something like AlphaFold as an example, which led to a Nobel Prize in chemistry last year. What we are seeing now is that through AI, you can actually unlock, you can really solve what we call root node problems. Root node problems are those that once you solve those problems, it would unlock massive benefits to humanity. So one example of a root node problem is this protein folding problem, which had been like a grand challenge for the scientific community. It used to take an entire PhD, close to 3 to 5 years of research, to uncover the structure of a single protein. And proteins are the basic building blocks of life. So for many, many things, let's say drug design, you want to, let's say you know what's the structure, protein structure of that virus. And if we want to design a drug to attack that virus, the structure of protein plays a very key role. So once you are able to, for instance, through AlphaFold, once you were able to solve that problem, that what used to take like 3 to 5 years could now be done in a matter of minutes. The AlphaFold team made predicted structures of all 200 million proteins known to humankind freely available. So today, there are over 3 million researchers across the world, over 180,000 researchers right here in India using that protein database to tackle various problems ranging from drug discovery to even things like, today we had a researcher in the audience, Dr. Chandrasekhar, who's using it to design soybean crop to be resistant to disease. There are researchers using it to design enzymes to make plastic degradable. So think about like one problem that you tackled, unlocking so many different solutions with very, very huge impact,
so it's like
huge potential for impact. Key that opens a lock for a lot of things. And life science is not the only area. If you look at material science, designing new materials, if you look at clean energy, can you make fusion, which has that potential of being an abundant source of clean energy. In fact, all of the energy that we derive on Earth ultimately comes from the fusion which is happening on Sun. But if you want to make fusion work in a lab setting, in a controlled setting, today it takes more energy to get a fusion reaction going than what you get out of it. So we have our researchers who are working on making, like using AI to control plasma flows in those fusion tokamak reactors. And they believe that through this, you can reach the break-even point in the next few years where you will get more energy out of fusion than what you had to put in to get it going. And again, that can unlock such an abundant source of clean energy, because unlike fission, which leads to radioactive waste, there's no harmful like radioactive material, right, that you get as a byproduct of fusion. So these are examples of how you can unlock massive benefits by tackling these grand challenges, right? So that's one. The other is AI is becoming this very important kind of force augmenting human capability. So traditionally, we've talked about like thought about predictive capabilities and kind of conversational capabilities. But now we are moving beyond that to multimodal reasoning. These AI models are able to interact with you the way we humans interact, right? Through not just text, through voice, through cameras, right? Through like videos. So you can capture these natural interactions, you can capture kind of what's going on in the world around you. And now you also have these powerful reasoning capabilities and agentic capabilities that these models are, are showing, which means you can go beyond just a conversation. Now you can actually take action on the user's behalf. You can solve real problems for them. You can break that problem into sub-problems automatically and now start to solve them step by step on your behalf.
Doesn't that mean that control shifts from human to the machine?
No, that's a very important
one.
one.
I want to come to after
Yeah,
this.
no, that's a very important point. So a lot of these agentic technologies we are developing in a manner that it remains under your control, that you are under human supervision.